Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Remanent podcast, episode 11.
Whoa.
We're your host, Orange Man and Aviator Man, and today we have a special guest. Would you like to present yourself?
Yes, I am the one and only Filthy Frank Sideshow slash Ratnik.
Epic,
Nice.
epic.
Ratnik
The
sideshow.
Rat.
Do you prefer any of those, or are you just neutral on however you're referred to?
Pretty much I just go either way, even though my channel is gone forever. I'm just used to people
Yeah,
calling me Sideshow.
bro, that's nuts that they took you down. What was it for again?
It was basically fucking every single thing in the book.
Oh
Violation,
yeah,
sexual
they like.
harassment, hate speech. It was
That's
Oh
right.
everything.
no.
They struck like multiple of your videos at once, right? It was like
Yeah,
it
and
was
two
like
of them
real
were
pop friendly.
fucking unlisted, which is
Oh man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
that was crazy when that happened. I was like, bro, they took down another clone, and like it wasn't because you like were re-uploading something that you shouldn't have this time. They just targeted you.
Yeah.
Like they
Though
couldn't find a specific reason, so they just like struck it all down.
I would be lying if I said that I didn't expect that to happen, because when I
Mm.
started the channel, Boomerang TKO told me, your channel's gonna get deleted someday. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm edgy. But every morning, like whenever I got up from work or from a nap, the first thing I always checked was YouTube to see if I got deleted. And I took a nap on one of my days off, and it was gone. Aaron
Yeah,
Knox and Sol was blowing me up. It was pretty fucked.
yeah, it's a shame, man. I really, I don't know. It's just what can you say besides that's just how YouTube works these days. But you have a
Yeah.
new channel now,
Yeah,
which
that's
is good.
just Ratnik, the old channel that
Oh,
I
Yeah.
is it?
created back in 2019. It's Ratnik Russian. I haven't done anything with
Oh.
the channel yet because I'm still in the middle of moving and building a
Mm-hmm.
fucking house.
Yeah, that's nuts because behind the scenes, this guy is like on the grind. He's been doing so much stuff. He's a
Yeah.
doctor too, or a nurse. I don't
A
know.
nurse, a nurse.
Okay.
Um,
And yep.
what Saul said, yeah, from the start of, well, 3 months into 2020, it's just all the way up to 2022, January 22nd. It's just been a nonstop grind of 16-hour shifts. It's really at the beginning of 2020 is when my channel kind of died.
Yeah,
Damn.
and the
Yeah,
sideshow hustle never stops, even if the channel goes down.
Do you
right?
for Radnik, I guess, do you still pursuing like the whole idea of like Frank clone, or do you have something a little more different when it comes to like I guess starting to re-upload again or not?
The thing about the Ratnik channel is that Ratnik is a separate original character that I created when I was like 15 when the Russians
Mm-hmm.
invaded Crimea.
Uh huh.
Really?
Um, yeah, it started in my history class. My fucking teacher was pulling shit up, and he was like, "Look at these goddamn Russians. They have no insignia, and they're just crawling into Crimea with no announcement or anything. Putin's gonna start World War III." And I thought it was the coolest shit ever. Cause how fucking
Yeah.
shad are you to show up in another country, right? And be like, this is ours now. This is free real estate. I
I'm
thought
gonna
that
be
shit
real
was
with you,
so
Chief. That
funny.
is kind of. I think that's kind of funny too.
Yeah.
That is
Uh,
funny.
and now we have the second part of that going
Oh
on
yeah,
now.
the continuation.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the
I've been
DLC or the main campaign.
building the
Uh,
Ratnik kit for I've been doing it for about 4 years now, since I was 18, 17. Yeah. Um just kind of buying all the pieces of the kit. You kind of follow up with the history and the advancements with the Ratnik unit.
wait,
There's
so is the
a
Ratnik unit a real thing?
Yes, the Ratnik unit
Yeah,
is a
it's
real
real.
thing. They were the first
Damn.
troops to run into Ukraine. Well, here's the thing: the Ratnik unit is actually a modernization program for Russia to kind of just push them forward right next along to the U.S. military, based on technology and armor and fucking what is it? Weapon advancements, kind of. Um,
Yeah.
they pretty much did it because during the time of Syria and I believe Chechen, yeah, they kind of had their asses handed to them. They barely won those two wars.
Damn.
That's when kind of Putin realized that, hey, I need to get my shit together. So that started
Yeah.
with all the different versions of the AK-12, the start and finish up until now of the Ratnik program. It's just fucking, it's cool to watch, but then yet also horrifying because from the start of the annexation of Crimea, they kind of had this plan to where they would slowly deplete troops into Russian separatists, is what Ukrainians called them, but really they were just Russian soldiers without insignia, backed by some, what's the word? Terrorist, right? To kind of
Hmm.
fight off Ukraine. And as up until 2014 to now, what the Russian Federation was doing was learning the tactics that the Ukrainian military was using while also advancing in arms and armor in Russia. So that way, up until now, as they were getting ready to go fuck with Ukraine, they would kind of have a hands-on experience with invading them. And it's kind of funny to see everybody just like wig out about this shit. And it's like, yo, it's been happening for like the past 8 fucking years. I don't know. It's just, it's funny to
Yeah.
just watch.
So,
Hmm.
do you think that the invasion of Ukraine was inevitable?
It was inevitable. Because
Really
you see
interesting.
all the tanks and shit with all the USSR flags. It's just Putin wants. And I saw this shit and I thought it was funny. I saw it on the Joe Rogan podcast where it's like Putin just wants the Soviet Union back, and I'm like, that's exactly it, but not entirely. It's really the
Yeah,
resources that Ukraine has, along with the water canal.
I
Uh,
remember someone I was watching like, fucking Ben Shapiro, but they were talking about how uh, Putin doesn't want the USSR back. He wants a new Russian Empire.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah,
Damn,
that's
that's nuts.
absolutely true. It is really fascinating to me to just watch it kind of go down and seeing all of the guns and shit that have just been running through the war. I still have that picture, and it's actually my Discord profile pic. It's the picture of, I believe it's a Ukrainian soldier with Russian camo on, Digiflora EMR, with a Mosin PU, and I thought that was the most funniest shit in the world. It's like every kind of gun from each era, starting from the 1800s, 1875, which is when the Mosin's from, all the way up till 2022. It's like seeing all of these guns being used. It's fucking, it's awesome. Like, yeah, the killing in the war is terrible, but fuck, it's neat.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really cool.
badass,
Yeah, it really is.
man.
Oh, man.
Just the masculine urge to annex territories and
Right. That
subjugate
is
territory
such
countries.
a primal Chad move for Putin to do. That is some primal shit.
uh,
Absolute based.
oh
Beast.
yeah. Speaking of base, you used your stimulus check money, your stimmy, to get
Oh
new
my
guns. I
god.
remember that.
Okay,
That was so funny to
Yep.
me.
let me explain the story behind that. So, while I was doing my taxes in 2021, between 2020,
Mm.
he was releasing stimulus checks, and I
Hmm.
remember I got it, and it was also controversial when he was releasing the checks because it was like released to people who have jobs, like well-paying jobs. You wouldn't really
Yeah.
expect healthcare workers to receive that kind of bill, but we still did. And I just saw all the memes of like people just buying stupid shit, like that one guy with a fucking ostrich. Oh, I thought
Yeah,
I
that
saw
was
the one
funny.
guy with an ostrich. Oh, that was great. And so me and my friend Bryce, who had moved in with me for a little bit, but I had to kick him out, we decided to
Mm.
go out to the gun store, and I combined that stimulus check with my taxes. I was all caught up with bills and shit. I had nothing else to do. We just went out, bought a bunch of guns, and I'm like, today I'm gonna buy an AK. Today was a great day to buy an AK. Um,
Damn.
He bought some stuff for his AR. I bought an SD9 and a pump. I bought another pumped action shotgun. And then he
Okay.
bought some more. I think he bought more magazines, but I had to buy myself some spare mags as well. Uh, it was, dude, it was, oh man, it was a great day.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid on Biden, but hey, it's money. I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah.
We
No, I know,
eating
I
good
know, I know.
tonight.
Both, I believe both presidents gave stimulus checks anyway. So,
Yeah, they both did. Yeah,
yeah, they were both kind of stupid on that.
Damn, yeah, the stimulus check really just like all it did was make more debt for future
Yeah.
generations to pay. So.
right.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I like the money.
I like money,
uh,
but
I like
hey,
money. I like money, but I just don't think it was really necessary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
dude.
Oh,
It really
but
didn't.
right at the start of 2020, um, is kind of when I started school because I had just received my high school diploma from my online high school because the area that I was living in was not good at all.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Just lots of
Yeah,
gang
yeah, yeah. I remember
violence.
talking about that.
Yeah, Saul was there through it with me the entire way. It was just
Fuck.
nonstop gang violence. I got mugged 3 times in Arkansas. Well, I can't really say mugged because
Damn.
they didn't get anything because I was usually out on like a walk or a jog or something. Uh,
Yeah.
God damn, dude, it was so bad. There was I think it was my first year in that place. I'm just gonna say it, Little Rock, Arkansas. Just the first
Yeah.
year there was a drive-by shooting on my street, and I was right across the way, and I could hear the bullet like whiz by my chest, and I can almost feel it. And I saw it was this blue sports car with like a broken window, and there was 2 other Mexicans across the street. It was like a sister and a
Oh
brother,
damn.
and
Oh my lord.
I had sandals on, and when I went to go slide into the ditch to get some cover, I tripped over a cinder block and I scarred my foot. I
Ouch.
Damn.
remember
So
I went out to Colorado. I showed Saul and another awesome guy that was there with us, Adam, the scar. It just lines up from my foot up to my leg, and it was just a terrible place. I don't want to say I got fucking PTSD from it, but it
it
definitely
was
like,
stressful.
yeah, stress level,
You
high blood
literally
pressure.
dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
You literally dodged bullets there.
It was such a bad place. Um,
Damn.
but
Well, how you
This
made it out?
and this is Arkansas, huh?
yeah, so I
Damn.
left. So I technically didn't drop out of school because I knew exactly what I was doing. My girlfriend told me about Penn Foster Online High School. Um, because when I showed up to Arkansas from California, they fucked up my credits so badly. I had to almost do half of a fucking grade. And I'm just like, I'm not doing
Yikes.
this. I'm not. And the reason why I left the fucking high school, first week there were kids in the bathroom playing with the gun. Playing with a gun. I think I think it was an M9 Beretta, right, short
Oh
stack.
my lord.
And right outside, there's like security guards who are just fucking clueless. And I'm like, I'm not doing it here, man. I'm just not gonna fucking do it.
Uh huh.
So,
Yeah.
girlfriend told me about Penn Foster. I went through with it. Cracked out school in about a year, like all of high school, from freshman year to senior. I did all of the classwork, all the work. I fucking played Roblox and video games with Aaron Knox and doing YouTube while doing 4 years of high school in 1 year. It was,
Damn.
2019 possibly was one of my most favorite years. It really had to be.
That's
Uh,
what's up.
then I started working at Walmart. Um, got a bunch of money up, bought a green screen. Uh, then once I got my diploma from Penn Foster Online High School, which is pretty cool because I got a high school diploma from them, that's when I quit my job at Walmart. My mom helped me get into a nursing program. And for 2 months at the beginning of 2020, which was right when the pandemic started. And I remember, you guys know who T Lexify is?
I do not.
He is the
Mr. T Lex about like Call of Duty.
yeah. He is the funniest
Oh
Call of
my
Duty
god,
YouTuber.
he's
Yeah.
so funny.
He had,
I stopped watching him after like Black Ops 3, but he is so fucking funny.
he had a second channel called Lex Lounge where he would just stream memes and shit, and it was funny. But he, at the start of the video, he was like, "You guys need to watch this shit," and it was the Asian lady in China. And she was like scared, talking on the phone, like, everybody in here is sick and we don't know what to do and we're running out of hospital beds. And when that video blew up, that's when at my mom's facility, which is where I started working, that's kind of when she told me, you need to go through school now because it's going to get real bad.
Yeah.
Damn.
So first 2 months in 2020, I spent in nursing school, got out, spent 2 months working. Then I had to push through to start my skills exam and my knowledge assessment. And I almost didn't pass my knowledge assessment because it is fucking rocket science. For anybody that's like wanting to go into nursing or any kind of medical field, dude, that knowledge exam is so fucked. It is so...
Really?
Yeah. I was almost...
What did they ask you?
Pretty much the premises of a majority of the questions are almost LPN, which are they're right above me. Like fucking, I don't know how to explain it.
Is it like asking you like how to do CPR and stuff?
No,
kind of thing?
more difficult questions than that. Like what happens if a piece of food or a bone gets stuck in a resident's or a patient's esophagus? What form of action do you take? How do you thrust into their upper chest? How do you perform CPR? Pretty much just like, yeah, what to do CPR wise, but in depth. And it was just like, bro.
And none of this is multiple choice. You had to write it all down from your mind.
Right, exactly. And
damn.
Of course, the knowledge assessment, you had to pay $40 for that. And the skills exam, which I passed with a breeze, was $100. Not that any of those things are expensive. It's just that if I fail, that is $100 or $40 down the drain.
Yeah, definitely.
So I got really.
You got
lucky.
out with flying stars.
Yeah.
Or on the skin of your teeth.
Feels good. Then from halfway from 2020 up until 2021, it was just nonstop, 16-hour shifts. It was never talking to anybody, not being able to do any YouTube videos. It definitely was a very depressing time. On top of also gaining a fuck ton of weight because I never had time to kind of prepare meals for myself. So I was constantly eating out. And after I got off a vacation with Sol, I kind of like had to look in the mirror. And dude, I was like fat, bro. I was like fucking fat. The most I weighed was like 277, and this was in September when I weighed myself. And I was like, fuck, dude. Started going on a diet, starving myself pretty much. Salads, almost no bread, no milk, no beef, all chicken, salad, seaweed as much as I could. And up from September of last year till now, I went from 277 to 246 pounds. Well, now I'm 243 because I weighed myself yesterday. But that's kind of like my weight for the moment.
Yeah.
But it was bad, dude. It was really bad. Because putting on the Ratnik gear in Colorado was, I don't want to say it was difficult, but I was like, fuck, dude, I need to lose some weight. Oh, Lord.
Are you tall though? Like
yeah, I'm 6 foot.
Okay.
And then 6'1" with shoes on.
Yeah, I think I'm like 6'1" without shoes. Like getting to 6'2", and I'm like 230 pounds. So.
Hell yeah! But I think I stopped growing about a year ago. I think I just stopped, which is fine, you know. 21's a good age.
The exercise.
Well, as it goes for exercise, no, I don't exercise at all. I don't want to say I'm a soft body because the majority of my quote unquote exercise really just comes from work, lifting up fat old people, like way past 300 pounds, dealing with heavy equipment, Hoyer lifts and shit.
Yeah. But
And kind
you
of
actually
just
go out and row like a little boat or something. Then
no. Well, yeah.
you're saying
I used to
you were
jog.
saying you were rowing, so I was just trying to figure out.
No, I stopped growing.
Growing.
Growing,
growing.
not rowing a boat.
I'm sorry. I confused those two. Okay, when you said rowing, like I have like a little exercise machine in my garage that's called
Okay.
rower, and
Oh,
I use
okay.
it to work out.
Yeah, I stopped growing a year ago, so I'm just stuck at just 6 foot, which I'm okay with, you know.
Yeah,
I
6 foot's
couldn't-
good. That's where most girls are like, he has to be 6 foot. Like no one's gonna say he has to be 6'2". Damn.
Yeah, I know. So you guys have it lucky. Luckily, I'm already taken, so I don't have to worry about my height. Cause I'm a pretty short. I'm pretty sure. I think I'm short when it comes to guys. I'm like 5'7", 5'8" between those two. So
Okay, that is. I would like
yeah.
to say that is a good height for a man. That is the average height, but that is also a good height. You know, enough to just be
thank you.
a warrior. I like to say, but anything below 5'8", 5'7", I'm just like, bro, your genetics.
Frankie's short. Frankie's short, but he's pulling hose.
I saw that.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Oh my fucking god, bro.
When I saw the name Frankie the Midget, I never thought that he was.
Yeah.
Because in his photos, I never stopped to think about it. He genuinely looked normal size, but then I saw videos with him with other people, and I was like, oh, okay, I see why. He called himself.
Yeah.
It's legendary. Meeting up with a lot of Sol's friends was also cool, because it was also nice filming Ratnik, because Ratnik is seen as like a beast, a tall beast, and a majority of Sol's friends were like just a little bit below my height, so just having the boots on with the helmet, I'm just seen as like gargantuic. It really fits the video. It's
that is so funny.
Yeah. It's nice. Oh man. Let's talk about Colorado from my point of view when I went out to do the collab. 2 weeks.
Okay, I want to hear this. Yeah,
2 weeks before I 2 weeks before I went out, my channel got deleted, which completely threw me off because I wanted to film 2 Frank videos and then an ending on top of a Ratnik video to kind of get me started. When the channel got deleted, that shit threw me off so much I didn't know what the fuck to do when we got there. So we kind of discussed on a plan to just go ahead and do the Ratnik. While doing that, I filmed that little Frank video. God, I despise that shit. It did not look good. Where I was in bed with Sol. Yeah.
Oh, so there's a video like that? Wait, is it public? Are we able to watch it
No,
right
right now, a majority of the Frank videos that I had backed up are unlisted. I told Aaron, because on the Complexotonic channel, Aaron is also a co-host to it, like he also owns a channel as well. Voice crack. I'm still going through puberty.
I'm not growing anymore.
Yeah, a majority of those videos are unlisted at the moment. I'm gonna decide when to just release them again. Maybe if I make a sideshow re-upload channel, but right now, just on that gaming channel, I just kind of want to keep it to what it's called, you know, gaming.
Yeah.
Gaming. So I really kind of just had to put my best foot forward on top of just getting out of the cycle of just being depressed and working 16 hours every day, 4 on, 2 off, and kind of just put the money aside, paycheck after paycheck. And then I saw my favorite musicians, Goldfish, were going to be out in Colorado and Red Rocks, which I gotta say is probably the most badass shit ever.
Really?
Flew out to Colorado on a plane, mad Gucci, hella flex. Yeah, it was very, very nice. When I saw Sol for the first time, dude, it was fucking magical. It was so magical. We took that first picture with each other. Oh my god, it was almost surreal seeing him pull up in his fucking flesh. Car. Yeah, it was nice.
Dude, I had I had a similar experience when I first met Bloxq. Like I was like,
Yeah, I saw that in
he
the.
pulled up in his bus. Like he came in a bus, and I was like looking around for where he was gonna like be dropped off, and I actually went around like this sort of what do you call it? Just it was like a ramp, right? But
Yeah.
I went.
Yeah.
I was at first I was above it, but then I went down and around. But so I went back up the ramp, and when I look up, like Bloxq's like walking down, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?"
Oh, dude, that is the fucking greatest feeling in the world, and I can't wait to feel that shit again when I go out with other
Yeah.
people to do collabs, and hopefully, I just kind of want to go out and do shit with everyone that I'm like talking to right now. Doesn't seem very feasible at the
Yeah.
moment because building a house, flex.
Yeah.
But hopefully by
Are you
summertime,
building? Yeah.
on the inside,
Um.
I have to put in insulation and then I have to set up the walls. But before we do all of that, I need to put the outlets where I want them. I know I want outlets in my room, and just for the fuck of it, I'm gonna be painting my room all green just to have, just to have those good chroma
The
key
cro-
shots.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. That'd be
Nice.
cool. That's a
I was
smart
thinking of
idea.
yeah,
doing that too, but I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, that
I
sounds really good, man. So,
I
are you
could.
building this house all by yourself, or do you have friends to do it with
Well,
you?
really, it's just me and my mom, and of course, I'm the guy, man of the house. And
Mm-hmm.
she kind of, I'm not gonna say, oh my mom's weak, but she expects more out of a man, you know.
Yeah.
So, but of course, we
All
both
right.
foot the bill equally. Um,
Mm-hmm.
God damn, it's so fucking expensive. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know
I'm
it
so
is.
glad I just kind of grinded through, just pushed through those 2 years, and kind of got everything
Yeah,
together. My mom, over the
dude.
time of
Okay.
2 years, yeah, got a
I
shit
do
ton of
want
money
to.
together.
Yeah, I do want to actually talk about that because right now, we got me and my family got a house in upstate New York, and
That
it
must
was
be
at
expensive.
is it has like property value that's supposed to be 1 million, but it's like it was
Oh,
this house was like wasted away, so we got it at 600,000. It was like a steal, right?
okay, yes.
So, but here's the thing: there's a crud load of renovation we need to do, and we're like trying to do it
uh,
ourselves, one room at a time. And look, we
I
were
don't.
going to,
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't want to say get a contractor. Kind of just push it through. But if the house is really bad, kind of just look for help. Um,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
but if you
We
know
occasionally get
if
like an
it,
electrician and stuff to come over,
yeah.
but we mostly do it ourselves. But here's the thing: we were gonna do, we got someone to get like a quote on the windows or something, and they came back with 200K.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
That's like that
What?
was that was like 5,000 per window, and I was saying how it would be cheaper to outfit our house with LCD screens and cameras that would display the
Yes.
outside, and that was nuts to me. But then we realized my mom's friends with a contractor, and he told us of this place that's nearby where they actually make the windows themselves and sell them for super cheap. So we talked to them, and now it's only going to be like $500 per window. It was literally 1/10.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Oh, I love that
Where did you
shit.
go to
Yeah,
get the quote? Like, where'd you go to get this quote at? Like,
just some normal Windows seller for people that don't really do the research. They're able to prey on people this way.
yeah, easily. They can
It's
easily just
very
fucking.
sad.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
We had two people
Yeah.
try to prey on us uh, on that kind of shit. Our property came in at around 120,000, and the cabin that we're in right now, it's around 64,000 question mark, but it's already paid off. So
Uh-huh.
Mm.
excite my cabin still has to be built. And these cabins come from Texas. So I'll probably hear back from it in maybe 4 months or so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm just happy to just be fucking doing this. Just, I don't want to say, oh, the world's falling apart. I need to prepare. I need a doomsday prep. Oh God. No,
Uh,
but just seeing the pricing of shit, it's so aggravating.
oh
Oh
yeah,
my God.
absolutely, man.
Did you see the
Gas.
picture I posted in the chat on the Instagram chat? I had to. It costed $60 to fill up my fucking gas tank.
My lord.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
I have an electric scooter. I don't really have a car yet, but I can understand the pain.
all the power to ya. I couldn't imagine driving a car in New York. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I bring my electric scooter on me like on a train and then just go around Manhattan in an electric scooter. So
hell yeah. So let me get back to damn, we got so off topic. Let me get back to Colorado. So I ended up renting a place with Saul's friend. Well, technically my friend. We're both
mm-hmm.
bed buddies. You know, we're butt buddies. We're butt buddies for life. We ended up doing a thing. It's called a hostel. Does that sound familiar? You guys know what a hostel is?
I do not know.
I
So
I think I know that word, but I don't remember what it means.
it's pretty much you share kind of a room, and there's bunk beds. You just share a room with other random people that
Oh,
purchase
okay.
that
So
place. It's
like a dorm.
very yeah, it's very cozy. Yes, exactly, a dorm. It was so
Mm.
nice when we showed up there. It was just in the mountains, and god damn it, I remember Saul told me like the air is going to be thin because Colorado is highly elevated, so you're probably not gonna want to drink as much as you do. And we went to a comedy show. We saw what's his name, Brian Callen. Am I saying his name right?
Brian Collin.
Yes.
Brian Collin. I'm trying to think. I don't think I know him.
Okay. Comedian, really fucking funny guy. I used to watch him when I was a kid, but it was just shocking to see him as a surprise when I found out that Adam bought us tickets to go fucking see him. Um,
Oh, that's
I
cool.
purchased Grey Goose vodka, and I'm like, this shit. And I got the cup, and it was like 1 inch of vodka in this, I want to say 5 diameter cup, right? 5 inch diameter cup. And I'm like, this ain't shit. I throw it back. That was the worst mistake of my life because I could barely fucking stand. I was barely acting right in the fuck during the
Oh
show and
yeah.
after the show. I was like, holy fuck, I can barely walk. But of course, my
Damn.
tolerance quickly went up when me and Saul went out to buy some lovely alcohol from this very cool alcohol store that I've never been in. And it was very fancy.
Oh, that's
Bought
cool.
bought a whole bottle of this Platinum Russia vodka, and I'm like, this shit we're gonna use in the video. And he got a little edited video of me, a little meme of me just throwing back that vodka. I killed that shit in almost one night. I killed half of it.
Really?
I was so fucking lit, bro. And it was nice because we went out one night with his friends, and I was in the Ratnik unit in the Ratnik kit, and I was partially shit faced, and so we were just out driving around town, kind of just screaming at college kids in all of their dorms. And then we walked out into public, and he got that little recording of me dancing. But along the way there was like 5 homeless people that confronted us, and I
Oh my
wish,
lord.
Really?
yeah, Saul almost caught one, but he stopped recording because it was a bit sketchy. And the guy was like, you are in the military, that's cool. And I'm like, stolen valor, but fuck yeah, man, I'm in the military. What's up? High five, right? I'm got all the Russian
Oh.
patches on and shit. This guy's super confused.
Oh my
I don't feel
god.
bad. It was so funny.
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
man.
and
Yeah,
then
we when me and Block School were going back to my dorm, there was just like a fuckload of homeless people for no reason, like going around. And I was telling him earlier that was like a pretty cool place, but then like this was just like a terrible first impression.
oh, well, you gotta expect something from New York, you know. I feel like New
That was
York
the when I
has a
was in
very
Texas.
pristine but also bad reputation in my eyes.
Yeah, New York's got a lot of homeless, but I was talking about like Dallas, Texas when I was down there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Um, shit. So, of course, got drunk almost all the time there. Was very nice. Never really ever got to drink like that in my life. It was very sweet. On top of recording the Ratnik Unit 3, I don't want to say it was challenging, uh, but it was. There was a lot of
Mm.
locations that we went to where it was wet and cold and my boots didn't have soles. So each rock that I stepped on, it was like I didn't have nothing at all on my feet. Plus on top of getting wet, so nothing had structure or cushion, everything was sloppy on me. Running through that riverbed, I tripped over like two rocks. Uh Getting all of those shots was and there was a scene in Ratnik Unit where he got a close up of my Alton helmet. We were in, like, I don't want to say this pond, but I think it was a cesspool that I was stepping in.
Oh my
Where I was
god.
banging the rocks together. Didn't smell like a cesspool, but goddamn, it felt like it. Walked through
Damn.
that, and I was like, "Do you guys got those fish here in Colorado that'll crawl up your dick hole once they smell your
Oh
pee?"
hell no.
Dude, I have a crazy story that happened like not too long ago.
Oh no,
So I
tell
was
it.
going around in the woods. I was on like a little trek, like taking photos for like future projects I could do,
Yeah.
and I came across a river, and there was a tree that fell over and like was, uh, it almost went to the other side, but it kind of dipped down into the water, right?
Right.
So I go across this trunk and I'm at the edge of it, like at the water, but I see this area that looks to me as like a little patch of land that's on the same level of the water, and the rest of the land is raised up above the water, right? So
Right.
I go to jump over to that patch of land. What I didn't realize is that it wasn't land. It was a thin film of dirt, leaves, and just scum over
Oh.
the rest of the water. And it
Oh
was freezing
no.
too. So I
Ugh.
completely submerged myself in the river, and somehow I'm able to just immediately, in like 5 seconds, just grab myself
Scramble
out of
out of
there.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, just scramble out to the river, out of the river. And but at this point, I was soaking wet, and in the worst part is, I was on the wrong side of the river now. If I wanted to get back home, so I had
Fuck.
to find another trunk while I was still soaking wet, and like slowly, just like I was acting like that person that was going across the twin towers on typing, right? Just
Yup.
going across, and yeah, and honestly, it wasn't too bad because once like your clothes are already like completely soaked, it acts like an insulator for the rest of your body heat. But
Yep.
yeah, it was nuts,
It's
man.
condensing. It kind of just sucks the body heat out of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus being just having that feeling of ick of you don't know if you just went in shit water or not, and now it's all over you, and you
Yeah,
and
there was
there's
all sorts
nothing
of
you can
gunk in
do.
my clothes too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I in my pockets. My phone is waterproof, but it was like covered in crap too.
Oh, oh no. Oh, that's
Uh,
so bad. Um, Damn. I don't want to go off topic, but 2019, I was going out for a jog. I was about to vault over this wall because you mentioned like sludge and crap and
yeah,
gross shit. I went to go vault over this little tiny concrete wall. Concrete, baby. It was about 3 feet, maybe 2 feet tall, like 2.5 feet tall. Just a simple little
yeah.
put my arm down, throw my legs over. Right there, I thought the ground was solid and I thought it was asphalt, but it wasn't. I
Oh
ended up
no.
slipping because my shoes, my Nikes, had no fucking tread. Ended up slipping on it, slamming my foot to catch myself into the concrete wall, scraped the shit out of my leg. But of course, adrenaline was running through my body, so I picked myself up. I wiped the shit off my leg, and I'm like, fuck, now I need to go get some antiseptic.
Oh my
Got
god.
home, and my toe just started hurting. Then I realized I got a
Oh
hairline
no.
fracture on my toe. I broke my
Oh
toe.
no.
So for 3 months, and it was painful because at the time I actually filmed a whole video, a whole Frank video based on me fucking slamming and breaking my toe. But the whole video just turned out to be trash, so I just scrapped the whole fucking project. I was like, man, fuck this shit. This shit's bad. Just
Damn.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, that's
it was
crazy.
so
Damn, man.
gross just having just sewage on my fucking scraped open knee. It was just that
Oh
feeling
damn.
is just so bad. That feeling is just
Yeah, I
bad.
know. It's like, yeah, just the mental awareness of that is just enough pain in of
Appalling.
itself.
Yeah. Just fucking
Oh boy.
dread. Like, I hope I don't get AIDS.
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
Oh.
Nah, I haven't had anything really nasty touch, like inside my scars or anything like that. But like, I have, like, somebody once threw, like, I guess like like I think this was in class, I believe, in my freshman or maybe sophomore year. But I was surprised I didn't get anything from this. But like, we were dissecting pigs, and
Ooh.
and basically somebody decided to be funny to start throwing organs around the classroom.
Oh.
Oh
At
man.
first somebody threw one, and then I remember grabbing one and throwing one. Yeah, I'm not too proud of that, but somebody was throwing organs, and I remember I threw organs, and then one kid threw, I think, like a pig heart or something like that, and it landed like inside of my mouth, and it managed to like land outside.
Oh.
It went in and out. I was like,
No.
oh hell no! I got so
fuck.
mad that I grabbed the intestines and I threw it on the fucking kid's shirt, bro. Like, I was
Oh,
so
that's
mad. It was
legendary.
nasty. Like, oh my god, bro. And then after that, I think maybe that's why I stopped eating pig, like, bacon and all that shit. But gross, nasty,
Oh,
man. It
that
was so gross.
would have been hot to
Oh.
watch.
Yeah, and again, I'm surprised I didn't catch nothing, man. It was just, I remember the feeling. It
Yeah,
was like
because
cold, like
pigs
a cold,
are usually
wet.
filthy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a cold, wet organ inside my mouth. Oh my god, nasty, bro.
That's
Oh.
hot. That is fucking hot. I probably would have jacked off to it, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Oh
Dude.
hell no, bro.
Dude, JD's friend has nothing on you.
Yeah, he's got nothing.
He ate a fish heart while it was warm and beating.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking lit.
It was on his Instagram, I think. Like, they cut it open, and then basically his friend just kind of just took the beating heart and ate it. Crazy shit, man.
God, injuries and just bad shit, just gross shit, especially when it's not on camera. It just sticks with you, and it's the funnest. It's the best. It's the greatest.
Absolutely. Just wondrous.
But there's times where, like I said, there's times where I do get hurt, for filming and stuff like that, and I do kind of regret it. Like, Void 2, like, I had to practice getting hit so many times and throwing myself on the fucking, like, the ground. I ended up bruising up, like, almost, like, my whole back and, like, my legs.
Yeah, I feel whenever
Yeah.
I do stunts like that where I fall over, only my lower back gets fucking bruised and gets tender.
Yeah.
I feel those are the only places that truly just get like fucked up or
Yeah,
problem
yeah,
comes
thank you.
from
Like,
is my lower
I
back.
agree. Everything else is fine. My face, like, I'll land on my face, I'll land on my arms.
Yeah, you're just
but
fine.
my ass and my back, man. If I land on anything like that, like, several times, it fucking hurts. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I get bruised.
And it's like fucking hell,
Damn.
man.
It's terrible.
Ugh.
And then I remember one day I couldn't get up. Like, I couldn't get up from my bed because I was so fucking bruised.
You're like,
Oh.
is my spine broken?
no.
I can't feel my legs.
I can
Oh,
feel
like,
my-
this is gonna be sick.
Move
This
your
is gonna
legs,
be sick
your
for
toes.
Like, this is gonna be sick for the Void 2 film.
Oh no.
Yo, Void
Yeah.
2 coming at you with Aviator Man on a wheelchair. Let's go.
Let's
Yep,
go.
exactly, bruh. Exactly.
But Void 2 actually came out yesterday with
I watched
and
it.
You were
It
not on a wheelchair.
was lit when he showed up into that separate universe, and he was like, "Is this hell or heaven?" He's like, "No, it's kind of a self-reflection kind of thing," and I'm like, "Fuck, I feel that."
Yeah, when it's basically a that seems kind of like it's like his past, basically, from the first Void film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it wasn't exactly the past because his past self was aware of him.
Yeah, because it's more of like, again, like a self-reflection type of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like a subconscious.
yeah, it's more of like a subconscious thing, you know what I mean? So I thought that added a lot of kind of like value to the character, and really kind of like, I think, you put in the comments burying the hatchet in his past and stuff. So
Yes. Yeah, it's cool.
I thought that was a really neat little scene. So probably one of my favorite. I think it's like one of my favorite scenes. That and then obviously the ending. I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but the ending's really good too.
I had no clue that it was an hour long. That's like actually movie scale.
Yeah, I told you, man. I told you guys,
lit.
like, it's a real film, man. Like, we put so much time into it, and a lot of people are all like, oh, okay, it's an hour long, and they don't think about it, and like, oh, it's an hour long, you know. So
when I saw Frankie as the devil, that got my
as
my
a
rocks
devil,
off.
as a gang member, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was nice.
But the whole film, it took us like a year and a half, and like I said, the thing, what took us so long was the late CGI that was added, because I think the main character Void, he wanted a certain CGI aspect to the movie. I won't spoil it, but he wanted CGI into the film, and obviously you've seen what it was in the film.
Yeah,
but yeah, he wanted it to be in the. Yeah, he wanted it to be in the film, like late into the film when we were basically done recording, and I was like, okay, we can try. At the time when he said that, I was like, yo, I'm down. And then when I started editing, I was like, dude, I'm not down. I regret this. I regret this.
Like, I don't know. No. I don't want to spoil much, but here's the thing: you needed for it to be like really good, like movie grade quality, which you can do. You needed to have like tracking points and stuff, you know.
Yeah, in the video. Like what I should have done was, you know, I should have had like an actual prop, like an actual like maybe tracking prop, and then I could have done practical and actually just paid someone to actually make a, you know, what the actual I guess what the CGI was at the time to make it actually a real thing instead, because I feel like I feel like the practical would have been much easier to work with than the actual,
I thought it was
CGI.
I thought it was cool that it could like just dissipate. I don't want to spoil much, but it did things that you couldn't do with practical.
Yeah, so that's something I thought that was kind of cool. So, but I was very limited because obviously it was an old. Again, I'm using After Effects 2020, so
yeah.
And I don't have all that cool stuff that Orange Man likes to flex on his new, you know, updated After Effects, you know.
Yeah, it's got like a new rotoscope version of it.
Yeah,
with neural net technology to cut you out of the image.
Well, look, yeah, now that Void 2's done, I'm just gonna probably update After Effects. I'm probably gonna download an After Effects 2022, so just delete the 2020 version, because I was so afraid that if I did update, that I was gonna lose progress on my film, or on Premiere Pro. I mean. Yeah.
Well,
so.
I mean, there's a project file, and I think you could open it with a newer version. It'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. I was just making. Okay. I was making sure.
And if you want to be safe, you can always duplicate the file so it doesn't get corrupted.
Yeah, you're right. But that scared me the most. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna stick to these versions until I get the film done.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
But
cool. Overall, I think I did well in the film. Obviously, because I've edited the whole film out like 70 fucking times. I've seen it like a million times already. Like I've become desensitized to like the story and the emotional parts. But
yeah, that happens.
Yeah, it does happen, and I think I'm just gonna give myself a break on the movie and just, you know, wait like a month or two and then watch it so I can, you know, have
truly
like a good break off
that.
it.
Yeah.
Get that feeling. That feeling.
Pizza Man is here.
Let me guess, Papa John's.
No, we got a new place this time. It's
Papa John's is based.
Papa John's is based.
It's okay.
Yeah.
He says the N-word.
The Papa John guy.
If he actually does genuinely use it, because goddamn, you know, when your pizza's good.
Yeah, you got the best.
When your food's good. Yeah.
It just makes you resort to
the only worrying thing is that he was saying
good food.
The only worrying thing was that he was saying he was like having a problem with it or something. Like, you shouldn't have a problem with it, bro. You gotta fix that. But,
yeah, you either do it or you don't. Nobody has a fucking problem with it. It's not like I would want to say like a mental illness. It's just you say it or you don't, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. But we can wrap this up for a little bit longer though. Yeah, that's nuts. And like Frank would do all sorts of stuff. I'm going back to like the grotesque like things that we occasionally find ourselves into, but like Frank would do things like make a sandwich out of rats or something.
Oh, Flex Seal.
Okay. Wait. Oh, I wanted to ask. I forgot to ask the last guest, JD, but usually I ask this for every. I try to remember for every guest, but the kind of the basic question is kind of like, when did you first discover Filthy Frank?
Yes.
Yeah,
Good thing we brought that.
For
right.
me,
Yeah. I wanted to know when you first discovered Filthy Frank. Obviously, me and Orange Man already like we know ourselves, we know how we discovered it. But every guest we try to ask, when did they discover Filthy Frank and how it kind of inspired them and such. Obviously, we know it's
so
inspired you to be a clone, but
yeah,
um,
I don't want to be
but I kind of wanted to know.
okay. So I don't want to be a piece of shit that says, "Oh, I watched him in the Harlem Shake back in 2012." No, I don't want to be that fucking guy.
Yeah.
When I discovered him as Filthy Frank, I was 15, freshman year of high school. That's when I discovered him. So that was late 2014, early 2015 is when I discovered him. Kind of just
Oh.
followed through with him all the way up till he stopped doing YouTube. Definitely was nice. And I don't want to say
Yeah.
a poor ending, but kind of left a lot of people blue balled. And God damn it. Speaking
Yeah.
of JD, one of the reasons why I kind of prolonged myself to not want to do uh Filthy Frank shit was because I remember stumbling upon JD's channel, Filthy Frank 2.0, and just seeing the absolute hate and the absolute shit he was getting in the comments. And I'm like, fuck, would people just tear me apart like
Yeah.
that? Like, of course he has thick skin and he's just not going to pay attention to those comments, but it's fucked when everyone acts like that. It's like, just holy shit. And that kind of stopped me from the age of 17 to 19, which is when I started Filthy Frank. I just kind of did my own thing on YouTube for a little bit. I did Echo Bar 916, which that channel got deleted mainly for fucking nudity. And
Yeah.
Damn.
one of the biggest reasons why that channel got deleted was that Flex Seal video.
Oh.
Oh,
Damn.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I know I've gotten into him pretty late as well. Like I got into him like in 2017, really late. Like I got into him like I think a couple
At
videos
his
right before
peak.
he made it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got into it right as he ended his channel. Like basically everything was there for me. I didn't have to worry about nothing new coming out. Like all I was waiting for was
Oh,
just
the month long waits. Oh, just
yeah
the 4 to 5 month long waits for a fucking video was just horrendous. Because it's
yeah.
like
But
Yeah.
he would fall out,
yeah
you would almost forget him, and then boom, new video.
no, I'm worse though. I think I'm worse than what he was. Literally, my last video was May 19th, 2021.
That's okay.
Oh, that's
Yep.
fine.
Avenue.
Yeah.
Disaster Music had like month-long breaks, if not
Yeah.
year-long,
Yeah,
in the
Mhm.
beginning.
but
In
that's
the beginning.
understandable, because he was going through life, going through school and shit. That's 100% understandable. Haha, relatable. Hashtag relatable. Huh.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I think I'm really gonna buckle up, put my boots on, and really start uploading more again because I feel like I have potential to actually do stuff, but I'm just so fucking lazy. I'm so
Yeah.
lazy, man. So
I mean, yes, you should definitely pick up the pace, but you don't need to beat yourself up over it.
yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
Although
I do have
mentally
pacing issues.
you can't ever stop beating yourself up over it. Even if you are focusing on one major thing, you still do, and it's kind of fucked. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, fucking last week, I picked up my gear out of storage, and
Yep.
this weekend, thank God, I now have a job where I'm off on all weekends, which is fucking awesome.
That's peak.
Yeah.
That's prime right there, bro.
This weekend I'm gonna film my first actual video by myself as Ratnik, not Frank related, not any of that shit. It's gonna be a bit of a gun and kit loadout, kind of on par with what administration results and Oxide kind of does for kits and loadouts. I'm pretty much just going to be going over images that are coming out of the current Ukraine conflict, and I'm just going to be putting on those kits, those loadouts, and I'm just going to be rating them 0 out of 10 missile magnets, 0 out of 10 Zelenskys, and kind of just
Oh
be
man.
making jokes here and there on the kits and kind of the
Yeah.
background stories to them. I'm excited to make the fucking video. Like, it's an actual video that I can do. You know, I now have my property. I have woods and shit. I have a open fucking grassland. Oh, it feels good. But
Yeah.
to just have all my guns and all my gear back after just 3 months of not having it, it's nice. It's wonderful. My pee-pee is hard, and I am ready for action.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Well,
That's what's up.
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. Well, I guess for me, like, I've been uploading on my second channel. I've been like getting like a lot of good feedback because of it. But
Oh yeah.
I definitely want to start uploading on my lore channel more. I
Mhm.
need to get my film out. I've been working on it for definitely over a year now, and it's been like a year since my last episode of Henry, Mr. Multiverse. I renamed it the Henry series because it's like an origin story for Mr. Multiverse. So
Yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah, and yeah, a lot has happened since all that, but yeah, I definitely want to have tell the story that I have in my mind, and after the film, I have all these shorts I'm imagining that I think I'll be able to get done as fast as like the backrooms videos I'm doing now,
Yeah.
and they're going to like really expand on the universe I'm imagining.
That's what's
in
up.
this part of the omniverse.
It's, god damn it. Yeah, that feeling is great.
Yeah. I guess one thing I do want to say just about Filthy Frank and all that is I
Yeah.
saw a video recently saying how Frank left at the height of his career so like he had the best image in everyone's mind when he got off, and he left because like this person was like portraying how like a lot of Frank's community was kind of toxic and was like trying to get him to just continue doing all the
Oh,
edgy, filthy
yeah.
stuff. And while I definitely can agree that there's always going to be a part of an edgy community that's just utter cancer, Frank wouldn't have done like the Chin Chin sacrifice where he got people to make community videos if he really just resented his fan base as a whole.
Exactly.
I think he just had a really good taste in music and moved on to that at the best time, which good on him. I think most people are supportive of that, except for a bunch of vocal assholes, but who cares about them?
Right, especially when you're getting seizures, you know, as he said, from the stress. It's like, it's understandable
Yeah,
that he wants to hunker down and he wants to slow and stop. That
definitely
is
with like
holy
yeah,
fuck.
and the voice just having like vocal issues. He didn't want to like ruin his
Mhm.
voice if get permanent damage. And something I actually didn't notice, I rewatched his video he posted on Disaster Music when he just like was George Miller, and he said that he
Yeah.
was I realized, I only realized this until recently, but he said that he was born with that condition where he'd get seizures, and I didn't know that until recently. So yeah, the stress definitely like would make exacerbate
Damn.
the symptoms, but he
Yeah.
like had that condition his entire life. He said it himself.
And now with just having YouTube, it kind of started back up for him again, I'm guessing, on top of
I
school.
suppose. Yeah, just
Man.
yeah, it was a worry for him. Definitely.
Sad. Gay. Cringe. Terrible.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, he's got it's a great foundation for stuff like us to do.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. Well, I don't want to say that Ratnik is definitely Filthy Frank now, but, you know, Filthy Frank-esque. But he will always have that sideshow with him, you know? He'll always
Yeah.
have
I
that.
like to say we adopt the foundation of the I don't know, Filthy Frank's just ideology of making content online, but really
Exactly.
it's just
Yeah.
our own ideas and creativity in our own projects coming together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
a fucking great way to put it.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is a good
Time
point
to
to really wrap everything up.
Are we gonna dock? Thought you guys mentioned something
Yeah,
about docking.
I think we're gonna dock. I think we're
Alright,
gonna
I'm
dock.
the one with the foreskin, so.
Nah, I have it too. I have it too.
Oh shit, Orange Man!
So
Don't tell me you're hooded as well.
I'll uncut all uncut boys. Let's
He's
go.
cut. Oh my
Yeah!
god! Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah! Yeah!
Uh,
Oh no!
All right. Orange Man, do you wanna do the closing?
yes. So everybody, this was the 11th episode of the Remanent podcast. We had Ratnik as our guest, and this was pretty epic. Yeah. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Good.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Balls. Bye. Bye.
Bye.